No, school is starting for many counties across the state, already has in a lot of spots.
Right. So today we were sitting down with Dr. Rachel Holbrook, Nancy Hutchinson, and John Robert Staten to talk about the Dell Foundation grant for the Kentucky students. So all of you, thank you so much for being here.
Good to be here. Thank you for having us.
Tell us a little bit about what this grant is and what it means for the community.
Okay. It's through the Mike and Susan Dell Foundation, as you know, and all of the foundation has to be the money spent on student achievement and, of course, technology. So as we got into it, one of the things that we know is a problem in Kentucky and actually across the country really is chronic absenteeism. And we're seeing more and more of it. Our statistics are showing about a third of our students are chronic absent. So that, you know, you can't be in school, you can't learn if you can't be in school. So this whole premise behind the foundation and the work that we're going to do with the grant money is going to hone in on chronic absenteeism and work with that piece. And Rachel can tell you a little bit more about the actual specific parts of the grant.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are writing a grant with the Dell Foundation, like Ms. Hutchinson said, and we are working with partners to create a platform to help identify students before they become chronically absent. Because we had a House Bill 611 passed in the state last year, and so students who are truant and chronically absent have to be turned into the court system. So we want to reach those students before they become that severe. So our goal is to identify those students and help them be in school and be more successful.
So what is technically chronic absenteeism? I mean, how many times are we talking about missing before it's considered that?
10% of the school year for which they're enrolled. So that equates to about 17 days for an average Kentucky student.
Wow.
Wow, yeah. But that's a lot, and it happens a lot, unfortunately.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. And we've seen such a change since COVID. You know, we had a lot of students that didn't come back, and when they did come back, they were missing a whole lot. So we found that, you know, it's really having a huge impact on each one of our districts in KEDC, and of course across the state of Kentucky.
And we are even noticing that even though we have this grant and some of the children aren't into school or aren't in school, they're having a harder time getting back into school.
They
just
really
after
are.
that pandemic. It was so difficult to get started all over again. So this could definitely help some of those children out, right?
Absolutely, and it's going to help the school districts out, you know, the teachers and the counselors and all the folks that are behind family resource. It's going to give them live data to be able to come up with some of the solutions. We're going to help with that. We're going to be doing some mentoring and actually coaching and coming up with solutions alongside of them to help get those students back.
Okay, so how do we go about, if I'm out there and I'm an administrator and I'm watching this, how do I go about trying to get access to the grant to be considered?
Okay. Well, we have 6 pilot districts starting out. We partner with the Western Kentucky Education Co-op, so we have 3 from our co-op, and then we have 3 from their co-op, and that's to get us started. And then probably about November or December, we're going to be able to enroll other districts that are interested. So once we get this process going, then we'll be able to bring other districts on and help them as well.
What's the website that we need to go to?
KEDC. You actually, we
Yeah,
started our own website. I forgot.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Rachel can tell you a little bit about that.
www.kydx.com.
Okay.
And our grant project is called the Kentucky Data Exchange.
Kentucky Data Exchange. All right, now, John, you're out here and you haven't got to talk yet, so we're going to talk to you for a second. Are you excited about going back to school?
No.
See, there's the problem.
There's the problem. That is it. 3rd grade, though, right? What are you most excited about trying to learn this year? Anything? Multiplication? Have you already learned multiplication? I don't remember when I learned it. Do you know what that means? Yes.
Yeah.
Of course you do, because you've already learned it. You've already learned it.
They learn it so early now, Jim.
They do. They do. You're a handsome little fella, though. I appreciate you coming out here.
He's like, I'm just not going to say anything, and that is okay.
Y'all,
right?
he was a little chattier before.
Yes,
He was telling me all kinds of stuff.
And then he saw the cameras, and it was like, whoops.
Never mind.
See, there's nobody behind those cameras. They just run by themselves. Nobody. Well, we appreciate y'all coming on.
Thank you.
And hopefully we can make a difference by getting this money out there and access to it.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Don't you go missing any school. I love it.
I'm not saying anything.
We've got more Everyday Kentucky coming up.